In this video, I'm going to go through 7 practice problems for multiplying polynomials. And so what I'm going to start with is the method that I prefer to use, which I call the box method. And I'm going to show you what that box method looks like here. And then I will also in this video do kind of a second method called distributive method. And I want to show you that either method is totally fine for multiplying polynomials. It just kind of depends which method you prefer. Now the box method means you're going to draw some sort of box. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like. My first polynomial here has 3 terms. And so what I'm going to do is make in my box a column for each of the 3 terms in that polynomial. So one column for the negative x, one column for the positive 3x, and actually that should have been an x squared. Forgot that piece right there. So one column for the negative x squared, one column for the 3x, and one column for the 5. And then what I'm going to do is write down my other polynomial that has 2 terms on the side, one row for my x and one row for my negative 2. And now when I see 3 terms times 2 terms, I know that when I'm multiplying, I should get 6 unique terms. And so I want to show you what that looks like here. When you're multiplying, the powers on your letters will change because an x squared times another x is going to make an x to the power of 3 because 3 x's are being multiplied. So know that here when you're multiplying, you add the power on your letter. And then negative x times negative 2 is going to make this a positive 2, and that should be an x squared because there were 2 x's here. Now for my second column, 3x times another x is 3x to the power of 2, and then 3x times negative 2 is going to get negative 6x when we multiply. Now for my last column, the 5, I'm going to multiply by x, so 5x, and 5 times negative 2 or negative 10. Now that my box is done, now I'm going to add or subtract like terms. And so this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to highlight those for you just to kind of make it easier to see. I have a square term here and here. Those are called quadratic terms. Those are going to be combined together. And then I have linear terms here because they have 1x. Those are going to be combined together. And when you add like terms, the letters and the powers do not change. So we're going to have negative x cubed because that's just its own term. Now when I'm adding my quadratic terms that are alike, I'm only adding the coefficients in the front. So the 3 and the 2 will make 5 for my quadratic term. So notice the type of term now that we're adding stays the same. And then for my x's here, 5 minus 6 is negative 1x. So again, that power now that we're adding does not change. And then my constant, negative 10. And this is our answer when we multiply our polynomials together. All right, since my video is getting a little long, stay tuned. I'm going to do another video with a couple practice problems. If you want, give them a go, and then stay tuned for our next video, and I'm going to do some more practice problems with you. And I'll also show you distributive method.